Welcome to the Captain's Starlog week number 8. So much has happened since the last time I had the chance to talk to you. It's unbelievable. We found our new base of operation and recreation. It's amazing. We really are super excited. And finally we got the first furniture, but the main load, the container, is still somewhere on the ocean and we hope we see it soon. Two things that I quickly wanted to highlight that I can talk about is I had the chance to attend the Partner Advisor Councils, which is amazing. Some of the best partners from Microsoft meet in Seattle, and we get the chance to talk to them and hear firsthand about their challenges, experiences that they have in the field with our customers. Tremendous valuable for all of us. It really was a lot of fun and very much like a lot to learn and take out of it. And then one of the top key highlights of this year, I would say definitely, besides obviously the chance of my relocation, was the time I spent with the board of Open Systems. The Open Systems is a company based in Zurich. I used to work with them there. I also had the chance before to share the stage with one of their team members. But now they invited me to attend their board meeting in Napa, and it was a great opportunity and I enjoyed every minute of it. And today I really want to talk about Open Systems and why I believe that everybody can benefit when they use their services. And I want to mainly highlight two key benefits. But let's take 2 steps back first. Because it's important to realize when you look at the data, it tells you that over 80% of all enterprise customers follow a hybrid cloud strategy, meaning they keep something on-premise, private cloud and the public cloud. And they also say that the biggest concern or blocker in cloud adoption is security. Now, the interesting thing is that's exactly what Open System is focusing on. They focus on connectivity, managed WAN services, and managed security. Because if you really think about connectivity and security are your two bases when you go to the cloud, if you adopt any public cloud or even if you have a large private cloud. Because you can have the most secure environment, for example, in the public cloud with Microsoft Azure, but if you lose the connectivity to talk to it with your on-premise, you're screwed. You don't have access, it's not going to work. At the same point, you can have the best connectivity across private and public cloud or just within your private cloud, different locations that you might have. If you have holes in security, you're losing either way. So those two are the fundament for everything you build on top of it. And the most interesting fact is the business doesn't really care usually. Just as you and me don't really care about the street, electricity, some basic infrastructure that we have. If it's not good, then we care a lot about it. But it's not something where I get up in the morning, I'm like, oh, look at that. I had all day electricity. Let me write a nice letter to, the company that provides electricity and say, thank you, great job. And equally, your CEO is not walking through your hallway and say, hey, networking team, great job. Yesterday, emails came in all day, like I always could surf the web. And he's certainly not going every day to your security team and say, hey, 2 thumbs up, we got hacked. But then again, when the year ends, you hear or you read that most of the time they say they're going to reduce cost in their operations, meaning that they take for granted. So there's 2 key benefits I believe all of you can take if you were to work with a company like Open Systems that they can bring to you. So benefit number 1 is, as I mentioned, everybody takes it for granted. They're not walking around, give you a hug, clap on your shoulder and say how great you are with the job you do. And every year they're going to give you less budget. So why do you invest time in it? Why do you invest time in something that your boss takes for granted? If you think about it, you can give your managed WAN just out to Open System, your security, and with the time you free up for yourself, you can actually focus on projects, on things, on the digital transformation of your employer and invest those resources you have left to provide real business value and show them how you can help to the bottom line of the company you work for. So number 1 benefit, provide the resources or use your resources you have where you can provide the most value. Second benefit is access to talents that you can't attract. My brother works in IT as well, and he said his CEO often talks about less budget for IT, less cost for IT, less cost for IT, and he asks himself, how many years in a row can you reduce the IT budget before you get seriously hurt? And if we really think about it, it can be frustrating if you work in technology and you work in a department where you're a cost center and it's not being invested in. And some of us then look to work in a different company or a different industry where they are actually investing proactively, drive innovation in the field that I studied. Open System makes their core money with managed security and WAN, which means the people they hire get to experiment with the latest and greatest in technology in these two areas. And, they're a fun place to work as well. It's not just the investments, but it's in general. Which means for me, if I'm back at college and I study and I can work, just for a random company in networking, where it's good enough or barely kept alive, or I can work for somebody that is investing and is trying to advance the services that we build, I definitely would choose this one. So if you use a company like Open System, it gives you access to a pool of talents that you currently don't have, plus expertise. Because we all know, specifically in the security field, you're as good as the people you have, and it's hard to attract and maintain talent. And even if you have top talent, if all they know is your environment, it's limited to the attacks that you have seen, plus the trainings you might send them to, or the hope that they, spend a lot of time following like groups or meeting user groups. While Open System has the chance to manage security for many, many enterprise customers, means they have the expertise and may have seen attacks that you haven't seen yet on another place, which helps them to respond. And so to me, it's very clear. If I would have my own enterprise, I would sign up immediately for a company like Open Systems, because as I said in the beginning, it is key. And just to be absolutely true to that, I am a big fan of Open System, but they didn't pay for this episode. It's really just my time I had with them, and I'm super passionate about what they can provide. Because as I said in the beginning, and I believe this is true for all of us, not once did I write a letter to the ISP that provides internet connectivity and thank them for the connectivity. But oh God, if it's not working, I'm gonna tweet about it, I'm gonna call you, and I'm gonna be like, where the frick am I? It's like, how is it possible that the internet is not working? I take it for granted just like you do. And that's why for me, why would I invest money and resources on something that the rest of the business or my enterprise takes for granted? I'm more than happy to give that to a company that is investing, because that's how they make money, meaning they actually have budget to invest in innovation, versus me or in my enterprise, we reduce overall cost of IT, and then use the few resources I have to really fuel the digital transformation of my core business to improve my bottom line. So check them out. You find the URL in the YouTube description as well as in my blog. And if you would like a personal introduction, reach out to me either through Twitter, LinkedIn, and I'm more than happy to connect you with this beautiful company. And with that, I want to say thank you very much. Please enjoy the pre-holiday season. We're super excited, still pretty empty house, but super excited and look forward to get our stuff. And until then, thanks for watching. And as usual, keep your feedback coming. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and send me friend requests on LinkedIn. Bye.